First of all, we'd like to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be a seller with our sale. This sale is a very important fundraiser to the preschool, and we appreciate all your time and effort to help make it a big success. This video is intended to help you, as a seller, comply with our sales guidelines, as they may be different from other sales or even what you've done with us in the past. Even our most seasoned sellers will find this information useful to ensure there are no unexpected surprises. And yes, while this video may be a little lengthy, it's packed with everything you need to have a successful sales experience with us. By this point, you've already gone through the registration process. But should you have any questions about that or anything else that's not covered in this video or our guidelines packet, please let us know as soon as possible. Check-in is done by appointment only. To ensure that you get the time you want, make sure you schedule your check-in appointment as soon as you register. And we'll go over the check-in process in more detail later in this video. Gather the supplies you'll need to prepare your items. You'll need white or light-colored cardstock paper for printing tags. And make sure your printer has ink before you try to print your tags at the last minute. You'll also need strong, larger safety pins for securing clothing items to hangers. For this reason, do not use any small gold or cheaply made safety pins. While most of the items on this list can be found cheap at the dollar store, safety pins should be purchased elsewhere for better quality and strength. Wire hangers for hanging clothing items. Sealable plastic bags like Ziploc bags in various sizes. The dollar store is great for these. They even have 2-gallon bags sometimes. If you plan on selling bedding, you'll need the large clear Ziploc bags or reuse the large zippered bags that other bedding is sold in. Blue painter's tape or masking tape. Disinfecting wipes for cleaning hard-surfaced toys and equipment. Stain remover for cleaning fabric items and clothing. Fabric spray like Febreze for freshening up items that cannot go through a washing machine. Mr. Clean magic erasers for removing scuffs and brightening up tennis shoe soles. Zip ties for attaching shoes together and other multi-piece items. And a lint roller to remove stubborn pet hair. Keeping these everyday items in a separate consignment sales supplies container will make it easier to have all these items in stock year after year. There's nothing worse than trying to hunt down zip ties at the last minute, only to find out your husband has used them all for a project, or your kids used your last gallon-sized Ziploc bag to make more slime. We've all been there. All items should be freshly clean, unwrinkled, and odor-free. Spending a little extra time getting your items ready will make a huge difference in your profits. Not only is it an expectation of ours, but clothes that are clean, unwrinkled, and smell fresh look better and generally sell quicker. Check for stains, particularly around the neckline and sleeve edges on light-colored infant clothing. These types of stains can easily be missed at home with typical lighting, so be sure to double-check these items using bright LED lighting or outside in natural sunlight. Stains are also common in the knees and backside of pants in children's clothing, as well as oil or grease spots on the front of shirts. Look for damage, pet hair, pilling, or holes. Make sure that all zippers work and there are no missing buttons. And speaking of damage, please make sure you're familiar with the difference between worn-out jeans and jeans that have intentional fashion rips. Fashion rips are more common in girls' jeans, but you can definitely spot the difference between fashion and just being worn out. Here's a tip. None of these items pictured here are examples of fashion rips. Clothing should be of current styles and purchased within the last 5 years. Toys should also be current, as recall restrictions weren't as safe as they are now. Please sell classic treasures like these elsewhere. We only accept clothing for infants, toddlers, kids, and teens. Ensure that when you enter clothing for juniors, that they are actually junior teen styles, not adult women's styles or brands. We do not accept adult clothing other than maternity clothes. And since pregnant women can be hot in the winter and cold in the summer, We accept all seasons for both our spring and fall sales, including nursing bras. Ensure that clothing and shoes are season appropriate for each sale. Spring and summer items for our spring sale, or fall and winter items for our fall sale. Season-appropriate clothing for spring and summer includes light materials, bright or pastel-colored fabrics, typically short sleeves, shorts, and open skin shoes like sandals and flip-flops. For our fall and winter sale, thicker, heavier materials, dark-colored fabrics, and include long sleeves and warm shoes such as boots. Page 3 of our guidelines packet outlines acceptable clothing for both our spring and fall sales in greater detail. Specialty items for our spring sale include fancy Easter attire, bathing suits and swim accessories like goggles, life jackets, and pool and beach toys. Specialty items for our fall sale include fancy holiday attire, Halloween costumes, and coats and winter accessories such as gloves, scarves, hats, and snow boots. And since boys tend to wear shorts all year round, for whatever reason, we accept boy shorts in both our spring and fall sales. And because every season is mud season, rain gear like rain jackets, umbrellas, and rain boots are welcome in both our spring and fall sales. As well, sports gear such as uniforms, leotards, sports balls, protective gear, helmets, roller skates, and other accessories are also accepted year-round. Because of their educational purpose, dress-up or pretend play clothing and accessories are welcome in both our spring and fall sales. Please note, there's a difference between pretend play items and Halloween costumes. Pretend play items are focused in the real world, emulating adult careers and community helpers like doctors, firefighters, astronauts, police officers, gardeners, and construction workers, just to name a few. Whereas Halloween costumes represent the fantasy world, with superheroes, mystical creatures, cartoon characters, animals, pirates, and Disney princesses. For this reason, pretend play items, as mentioned earlier, are welcome in both our spring and fall sales. However, Halloween costumes are only allowed in our fall sale. And speaking of Halloween costumes, please ensure they are kid-friendly and aren't adult-themed, like zombies, scary monsters, or anything with guns or blood. Please use your best judgment when entering these items. All items, such as toys, puzzles, and games, should be complete and not missing any pieces. Toys and equipment that require batteries to work need to have them. Batteries should be purchased at the dollar store, as they don't need to last forever, just through the sale week so shoppers know the toy works properly. Baby and children's furniture should be in safe working order and have not been recalled. Fabric seat covers should be recently washed. High chairs should not have food or crumbs down in the seats or the trays. Toys and equipment that require batteries to work need to have them. And don't forget power adapters for swings and other motorized equipment. It is your responsibility to ensure that you have checked the recall link, as well as the detailed list of what is considered acceptable versus not acceptable items located on page 2 of our guidelines packet. We are not allowed to accept any drop side cribs, therefore only fixed side cribs are acceptable. Crib or toddler bed mattresses need to be sold separate from the crib and are the only size mattresses we accept. Please ensure mattresses are stain and odor free and there are no tears or rips in the fabric. Due to safety recalls, play yards, also known as pack and plays, and other portable cribs are only accepted without the additional bassinet changing table or sleeper accessory sections on top. You can still sell the base, just not the accessories. Car seats that have expired or are scheduled to expire this year are not acceptable. The expiration date is located in an inconspicuous spot. Most car seats specifically show a do not use after date, which is very convenient. However, if it doesn't specifically show an expiration date, it expires 5 years after the manufacturer's date. Unfortunately, regardless of their condition, the following items are not accepted at our sale. Feeding items such as bottles, dishes, utensils, cups, and breast pump accessories, teething toys or pacifiers, brushes and combs, bumbo seats without the safety seat belts, VHS tapes, mature rated video games, movies, or books, underwear that is not brand new in its original packaging, stuffed animals, any jewelry other than play or costume jewelry, dollar store or Happy Meal toys, and DVDs and CDs must be in display cases, not bags. Please don't waste your time entering these items into our sale, as we will return any of these items back to you at check-in. And, as mentioned earlier, anything dirty, torn, worn out, broken, missing pieces, adult-themed, out-of-season items, or not meeting our standards of quality our shoppers have grown to expect from our sale will be returned back to you during check-in, or if it's discovered on the sales floor during the sale. As you prepare your clothing items, ensure that they are hanging correctly. Clothing items need to be hung on adult-sized wire hangers with the hook pointing to the left as you're looking at it. The hook makes a question mark with the hanger as you face the front of the item. You'll need to use large or standard size safety pins to attach items to the hanger. We ask that you do not use the small gold or cheaply made safety pins to secure clothing to hangers. They will not hold the item, and if it falls to the floor, it will not sell. Items that are not hung properly will be rejected at check-in, so we ask you to please plan accordingly. For shirts and tops, these should be hung on a wire hanger with the tag pinned in the upper right-hand corner as you're looking at it. Make sure to do a tug test. If the item easily falls off the hanger when you tug on the shoulder or the sleeve, you need to rehang the item and secure it to the hanger. In order to secure the item to the hanger, you need to fold a piece of masking tape around the top of the hanger and pin the item through the masking tape to the hanger so it can't be pulled off. Sellers are not allowed to use infant-sized plastic hangers when hanging clothing. Preemie, newborn, or 0 to 3 month clothing will be the only items accepted on infant-sized plastic hangers, and those too will need to pass the tug test. If not, you will need to pin the item to the hanger. Keep in mind that even infant clothing can be hung on adult-size wire hangers. Simply go in through the underside of the garment by unbuttoning it. Do not stretch out the neck. For pants, skirts, shorts, and other bottoms, we ask that you always use the tape on the hanger system when pinning these items to hangers. There should be a small piece of painter's tape attached to the top of the metal hanger on each side. Then a strong safety pin should be holding the pants through the tape to the hanger. Once again, make sure the hanger looks like a question mark when you're looking at it. Please ensure that you don't just pin the pants to the hanger without securing them through the tape. The pants will slide to one side, making it difficult for shoppers to shop them, and can even fall off the racks and onto the floor. This method of properly securing items to the hanger is in place to help ensure that your items sell, not to give you more work to do. Clothing containing more than one piece or sets should be marked on a single tag as a two-piece set and include a listing of what the set includes. Duplicate tags are not necessary. Use only one hanger to hang both items together. Be sure both items are pinned together on both the top left and top right side of the hanger. If the bottoms are only pinned to the shirt, it will rip the shirt. For shoes, be sure they are season appropriate. Snow boots or fuzzy warm slippers will not be accepted for the spring sale, and flip-flops, sandals, or water shoes will not be accepted for the fall sale. Sneakers and dress shoes are accepted for both our spring and fall sales. In addition, cleats and dance shoes are also accepted for both our spring sale as well as our fall sale. Ensure that the shoes are clean. We cannot accept them if they are dirty, have excessive wear, scuffed toes, dirty insoles, frayed laces or Velcro, or have gum and debris stuck in the tread. Be sure all laces are tied and presentable, and the tread is not missing or too worn down. Magic erasers are a seller's best friend. They are perfect for cleaning up shoes. They also work great on toys, high chairs, and other surfaces. We hope this won't happen, but if any of your items are rejected during check-in, the tag will be noted with a red Sharpie indicating why it's not acceptable for our sale. If the item is being rejected because it's the wrong season, We will try to remember not to write on the tag so you can re-enter the item again during the correct season sale, where it will be accepted, and you won't have to print a new tag for it. However, to avoid that scenario, just be mindful and keep everything season appropriate. When getting ready to start entering your items into the system, the most efficient way is to sort all of your clothes by gender and then by size. This will speed up your tagging process because you will not need to change the gender and size tab as frequently. Also, try to use the tab key to move between sections, not the mouse. Doing so will reduce the amount of time it takes to create your tags. After signing into our most recent sale in the My Consignment Manager system, on the main page, click on Manage Items. This is where you will log all the items you will be entering for this sale. For each item, click the blue Add button. First, select a category. The category indicates where the item will be located on our sales floor. Clothing items are listed first, starting with boys' clothing, followed by girls' clothing, then juniors and maternity. All non-clothing items are then listed in alphabetical order after that. If there's something you're trying to sell that does not fit into one of these categories, it probably doesn't belong in our sale. Next, select the size. For non-clothing items, choose the Not Applicable option at the top of the list. Use the See Description option for unique sizes not listed in our drop-down list. For example, some roller skates have adjustable sizes to grow as the child's foot grows. In that instance, you would select See Description, and then in the description, you would list the adjustable sizes. This is also useful for teen boy jeans when the manufacturer lists the sizes as waist by length, for example, size 32 by 30. All other clothing item sizes begin with preemie and newborn, and go all the way up to size 18 for boys and into junior sizes for girls. Then we have shoe sizes, both full and half sizes. When you designate a size for your clothing items, please make sure it's a numeric, not small, medium, or large, as that is how it would be organized on the sales floor, by numeric size order. Even if the manufacturer's tag says medium, you still need to designate a numeric size for the tag. Size charts are available online to help you choose the correct number size to put your item into. An exception to this is maternity clothing, and we have sizes extra small through extra large listed near the bottom for maternity clothing only. So let's look at those infant and toddler sizes again. Now I know what you're thinking, but I have a onesie that says it's size 3 months on the manufacturer's tag. Do I enter and tag the item as 0 to 3 months or 3 to 6 months? You know that item best. If it's a smaller 3-month item, perhaps it has even shrunk over time, it would go in 0 to 3 months. However, if it was something your child could still wear as they got closer to 6 months, then put it in 3 to 6 months. The same concept goes for clothing size 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 24 months, as our sizing is divided up by 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 months, 9 to 12 months, 12 to 18 months, and 18 to 24 months. Again, use your best judgment when sizing items. For example, if it's a size 5T shirt, but has shrunk down several sizes, it's not going to sell sitting in the size 5T section. Just enter the item into the system as what size it fits as. Then note in the description, size 5T, but fits like size 2T. When shoppers are looking through the clothing, they aren't looking in the manufacturer's tag at first. They are looking at your tag, which is prominently displayed. The main size that's listed on your tag should be what the item fits as. After the size, you're going to add the description of the item. This is very important. It's not used to help the shopper necessarily, but to help those working the sale. Make sure the description is clear enough to help us locate your item if the tag falls off. The description needs to be specific. Include brand name, color, and style of item, such as Old Navy, black dress with red flowers. Do not just write dress. If we cannot match the tag to an item, the item will not be sold. For example, we may find 2 shirts that have no tags on the sales floor. A found tag that simply says shirt cannot be definitively matched to which shirt without any details to go by. We are unable to sell any items without the proper tag. Therefore, your item, and possibly its correct tag, will be sitting in lost and found until after the sale ends and you confirm they belong together. So to help that not happen, you will put in the brand name of the item and more detailed descriptions. In this case, if the seller would have simply listed Nike t-shirt, white with blue trim, this tag could easily be matched with the proper item and get put back on the sales floor to sell. This is particularly important with books, as those tags seem to fall off the easiest when shoppers are returning the books to the shelf after pulling them out to look at them. Please put the title of the book in the description line. You'll then assign prices to your items using the drop-down list, which has pricing options listed in 50-cent increments. How to price your items is always the #1 question we receive, and the answer, unfortunately, isn't that simple, as it's a personal decision that each seller needs to make for themselves. However, here's some insight to help you get started. When assigning prices, honestly determine what you would pay for an item in its current used condition. Remember, shoppers are looking for savings on quality items. Please price your items to sell by taking the emotion out of it. General wear reduces the value of an item. Depending on the brand, condition, popularity or scarcity of design, and size, items should typically be sold for 25 to 35% of the retail price. Sizes 18 months and lower have lower resale value than larger sizes due to the large volume of these size ranges. Average selling price for these sizes is $1 to $2. Sizes 3T to 10 are the easiest to sell. A good rule of thumb is to price a complete outfit, top and bottom, or a dress, the same price as the numerical size. For example, a complete size 3T outfit should be priced at $3. A complete size 6 outfit should be priced at $6. Therefore, half an outfit, just the shirt or just the pants, should be half the price. A size 4 t-shirt should be $2. A size 6 pair of pants should be $3. Indoor and outdoor toys such as plastic kitchens, playhouses, climbers, etc. are in higher demand. You can get as much as a third to half of the original price for these items, especially if they have only been used indoors and/or are in great condition. Fall/winter clothing has higher resale value than spring and summer clothing. Do price items higher if they are new with tags, but not so high that they won't sell. Premium brands can be priced higher than value or basic brands. Price competitively. Don't overprice your items. Your goal is to get rid of the useless things in your home to make room and get paid for them. And keep in mind that retail stores like Children's Place, Gap Kids, Kohl's, Old Navy, even Janie and Jack all have a clearance rack. So pricing a used t-shirt for $10 won't help it sell when they can get it brand new at the store on clearance or with a coupon. If you still need pricing suggestions, here's a pricing guide for help. These are just suggestions based on research and industry trends. Feel free to price your items however you feel is right. Lastly, choose whether or not you want your items discounted or donated. Check the discount box if you want your items to be discounted during our discount days, 25% off on Friday and 50% off on Saturday. Check the donate box if you want your unsold items to be donated to charity following the sale. If you choose to donate an item, the tag will have a D in the bottom right-hand corner. If you need to transfer unsold items from a previous sale to the current sale, this will be done in the item transfer section. There will be a drop-down menu of previous closed sales you've participated with to choose from. Remember that you will need to transfer unsold spring items to a current spring sale and unsold fall items to the current fall sale. Once you pick the previous sale to transfer items from, you'll then get to pick which items to transfer. The easiest way to do this is to filter the list to only show the not sold items. The items you transfer will not need new tags unless you wish to change something, such as price, discount, or donate status. Therefore, pay attention when it's time to print, so you know which tags to exclude from printing. Since item numbers ascend as you add more items each sale, your transferred tags will be the lowest item number in each sale. The deadline to enter items in the system is 12 p.m. noon on the Sunday prior to the start of the sale week. After that time, you will not be able to make any changes to your items or add any more to your inventory. However, you will still have the opportunity to print your tags after the deadline has passed, but do not make any handwritten alterations to the printed tags. Make sure you're managing your inventory through the myconsignmentmanager.com early learning program link when you're ready to print your tags. Otherwise, you will get a print code error message. Print your tags on white or light colored cardstock only. Do not print your tags on plain copy paper. Your tags will print 8 to a page with the barcode near the bottom of the tag. Tags should fill the entire page except for a small margin. Do not shrink your tags in order to fit more tags on a page. They will not scan at checkout. Check the printout after the first page so you can catch any mistakes before you continue printing the rest. Ensure your tags print out properly without bleeding, fading, or flaky ink, and contain the barcode numbers with the barcode. Each tag is unique to the item it belongs to. Whether you have vertical tags or horizontal tags from a previous sale, the information on the item is still the same. Tags must at least show a seller number, price, discount option, donate option, and a barcode with barcode numbers. If your tags indicate discount yes, then the item will be discounted on our discount days, 25% off on Friday and 50% off on Saturday. If not, your items will remain regular price those days. If your tag indicates donate yes or has a D in the bottom right-hand corner, the item will be donated at the completion of our sale if it hasn't sold. If not, your unsold items will be returned to you during pickup on Saturday. Remember, you cannot make any handwritten changes to the tags after they've printed. All information is in the barcode and must match the online inventory. If you need to change the price or discount designation, you must edit the item online before the sale locks on Sunday and reprint a new tag. After the sale locks, these changes cannot be made. See the references on pages 9 through 22 of our guidelines on how to properly tag each item based on its category. Essentially, if an item is fabric, you will use a safety pin to secure the tag, and if the item is a flat surface that is not fabric, you will use masking or painter's tape. Do not use a tagging gun to tag your items. Be sure to tape the tag on at least 2 sides to ensure the tag stays on. Remember, don't cover the barcode or the barcode number with the tape, as the tag won't scan once it's removed. Clear packing tape should only be reserved for those items where a tag can easily come off and get lost. However, be careful that the tape will not damage the item when it's removed once it's purchased. Do not use clear packing tape on books, puzzles, or games, as it will damage the item when it's removed. So which do you prefer, blue painter's tape or masking tape? It's up to you. But in our experience, blue painter's tape tends to work better and peels off clean. Whatever you choose to use, just make sure you're not using Scotch tape. Items containing more than one piece or sets should be marked on a single tag as multiple piece set and include a listing of what the set includes. Duplicate barcode tags for each item are not necessary. For larger items that can't fit in bags, use a piece of masking tape to label each additional piece with your seller number and item number, in case the pieces get separated from each other. Shoes should be secured together with a zip tie through the lace holes, buckles, or back tabs, so they cannot be separated from each other. The tag should then be attached to the zip tie and reinforced with packing tape so the tag stays on. We cannot accept shoes in shoeboxes or bags. It's not required but highly recommended that you mark each shoe with masking tape on the bottom with your seller number, item number, and price. This will help us identify and settle the shoes should the paper tag get lost. Once all of your items are entered into the system, please print out your inventory sheet to bring with you to check-in. You will not be allowed to check in without an inventory sheet. If we don't have an inventory sheet on file, we are unable to distinguish if a missing or ripped tag belongs to you or not, and a sale opportunity could be missed as we can't sell any item without knowing exactly who it belongs to. Checking in and dropping off your items is held by appointment only on Sunday evening and Monday morning. You must reserve your check-in time online in advance. You cannot just drop off your items. These time slots fill up fast, so sign up as soon as you register to ensure you get the time that best suits your schedule. You must be on time for your check-in appointment. If you are late, you will have to wait for the next available time slot that doesn't interfere with another seller's scheduled check-in appointment. We are unable to accommodate check-in before your scheduled time either. Along with all the items you're selling, be sure to bring your inventory report and a self-addressed stamped envelope. If you fail to bring a self-addressed stamped envelope, please be prepared to pay $1 for one. Plan for an hour. The check-in drop-off process takes time. It usually takes around an hour for 250 items, so please plan accordingly. You'll first sign seller paperwork, receive your seller shopping pass, and item pickup reminder notice. You will then be instructed to bring your items inside to a designated rounder with a specific colored balloon to have them inspected by a volunteer. Any items that do not meet our standards of quality will be rejected and given back to you. Please don't be offended. While your items are being inspected, you're encouraged to start putting the approved items out onto the sales floor. It is your responsibility to distribute all of your items into the correct places out on the sales floor before you leave. Obviously, the more items you have, the longer this will take. To expedite this, consider bringing adult help to assist you with putting your items out on the sales floor. Please do not allow your children to do this, as we want to ensure all your items get put in the correct sections or sizes so they will sell. Please have clothing organized by gender and size. This will help you place your items out on the sales floor quicker once everything has been verified. Sellers are required to fully assemble all cribs and beds and large play equipment. In our experience, these items will sell quickly if fully assembled. Do not leave until all your items are put out. If you're planning on picking up your unsold items following the sale, be sure to leave an empty storage bin or box with us that's labeled with your seller number on the short side to help us gather your unsold items on sorting day. There will be a designated area near the exit door reminding you to leave us a bin on your way out. Here's a layout of the sales floor for distributing your items. All the areas of the floor will be clearly marked with signage. But if there's ever a doubt of where something is located, just remember, girls' clothing on the left, boys' clothing on the right, shoes down the middle, and everything else along the perimeter walls. Please share our sale details on social media and event calendars online, as well as local online selling sites such as Nextdoor, Craigslist, and Facebook Marketplace. Let us know if you'd like to distribute flyers or if you have access to advertising resources. The more people who shop, the more stuff you'll sell. Be sure you're following us on Facebook and Instagram. If you're not already, use these QR codes to find us. Whenever we share something on the sites, be sure to like and reshare to your network as well. As a seller, you get the option to shop our sale before the general public on Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You will receive a shopping pass for this during check-in. Volunteer. Our sale would not be possible without our volunteers to help set up, manage, and break down the sale. We make it easy for our volunteers to sign up. Just scan this QR code, and we offer great incentives as well. Here's a tip. Volunteering is also a great way to manage your inventory and see firsthand how shoppers shop and what items and price ranges they mostly purchase. Plus, it feels good to physically see your items sell each day. We have 3 different types of volunteers, each with their own set of early shopping perks. If you work at all during our sale, you're considered a volunteer. A VIP volunteer is someone who works 1 shift as well as sort on Saturday. Working 3 regular shifts throughout the week also qualifies you as a VIP volunteer if you can't work sort on Saturday. Now, for those stellar volunteers who work 2 shifts plus sort on Saturday, or 4 regular shifts throughout the week if they can't work sort on Saturday, we call them our VIP Plus volunteers, and they receive even more early shopping options. Regular volunteers get to shop the preview sale starting at 4 p.m. on Tuesday. VIP volunteers get the best prices by shopping the preview sale earlier, starting at 2 p.m. on Tuesday. VIP Plus volunteers not only get to shop the preview sale at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, but they also receive a private 50% off shopping experience before anyone else at 7 p.m. on Friday evening after we close to the general public. Everyone else will have to wait until the next day to shop 50% off. Sellers that do not volunteer with us still get to shop before we open to the general public, but by volunteering you can see how beneficial it can be. So what are these shifts we keep talking about? Here's a chart with our standard shifts broken down for you, starting with setup and check-in on Sunday, working the sale throughout the week, and finally sorting and breaking down the sale on Saturday. Each shift is typically around 3 hours, but some extend a little longer depending on the day. These are the areas we are the busiest and need the most help. And this chart also shows the evening of our volunteer preview sales in green. Once again, volunteering increases your benefit to shop early before everyone else. The more you volunteer, the earlier you shop. Our sellers are typically our best customers. When you're able to basically spend the earnings you receive from selling your old stuff to stock up on the upcoming season, that's a win-win for sure. And don't forget to shop our discount days. Friday is 25% off discounted items, and Saturday is 50% off discounted items. Monitor your sales on the myconsignmentmanager.com website throughout the week and watch your hard work pay off. Celebrate each daily total, bringing you closer to your goal. Remember, you receive 70% of the selling price. Sellers are responsible for picking up all their unsold items, unless they've chosen to donate them when entering them into the system. Unsold items that are not labeled as Donate Yes will be sorted by seller number following the sale on Saturday. Pickup is only from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Saturday. You do not need an appointment time to pick up. Unfortunately, we cannot allow early pickups prior to 2 p.m. as we are unable to release any items until all items have been verified. In order to assure we will be ready by 2 p.m. to release items for pickup, it is highly encouraged to come volunteer during sorting, even if it's only for 30 minutes just prior to pickup. Every little bit helps. You will have the opportunity to check lost and found for any missing items before you leave. And you may have someone other than yourself pick up for you. You will just need to inform us as soon as possible, and they will need to show ID and sign off that they picked up all your items. Please arrive on time. Any items not picked up by 2:30 p.m. on Saturday will be donated to charity. No exceptions. It could have been because the item was out of date or style, or the condition wasn't where it should be. However, if you get the majority of your items back as unsold at the end of the sale, the most likely reason is that they were priced too high. As volunteers working the sales, we listen to what the shoppers say to each other and how they make their final decisions. All too often, the items they decide not to purchase are the more expensive ones. For example, when they can purchase 3 to 4 cute tops for the same price of one similar top, or several outfits for the same price as a couple t-shirts, which do you think they will go for? What would you choose to buy? Checks will be mailed as soon as possible, typically within 2 weeks after the close of the sale. Your $10 registration fee will be deducted from your total. And while we're certain there's things we've missed in this seller need-to-know tutorial, the bulk of what was explained is where we need the most understanding from you. We hope this has been helpful. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And as always, thank you for all that you do to help the success of our sale.